focus. All right, so welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite goddess here, Danish. So today I have a story time for you, okay? Anytime it has jail tales on it, that means this is a story time from something that happened when I was incarcerated. This happened years ago, okay? So I don't even know where to start. Yes, I have had a colorful life. I'm only 22, so but I've been in many different places and many situations, sometimes literally thrown in them. So when I give you advice, baby, it's because it's from personal experience or from me watching it first person. So how am I going to start this story time off with? So yeah, I'm just gonna start this story time off with somebody made that little jingle off of 2 Chainz. You getting mad, I'm getting rich. You getting mad, I'm getting rich. But the jail version was, you getting mad, I'm getting released. You getting mad, I'm getting released. Okay, so how should I start this off? So I'm just gonna start it off with me. This is gonna be a story time on the best karma that's ever slapped somebody in the face right in front of me. Best karma, hands down, best karma. So it's basically with my bunkies. So you have so there was this fat girl. We're gonna call her Dot because she just looked like a fat Dot. No, you know, why don't I use her real fake name? What was it, Boosie? Nah, we're gonna call her Dot. So Dot fat, oh no, we're gonna call her Trader. So Trader, she's the corporate. She was the friend at first, but we're gonna call her Trader. So this was after I got moved onto the working side, so which was hell. I probably should have stayed on the other side. So you have a room full of bunk beds, right? And it's just a bunch of women in this room full of bunk beds. It's about maybe 100. No, I want to say it's about maybe 60 bunk beds in this one room. And then you have another room where you have the bathroom, a bunch of toilets, and showers. Okay, so everybody live in this room. We basically live, sleep, breathe, eat in this room. Only time we go out is if it's for working or something like that, or if we're going to the doctor, the nurse. Our bunk beds were set up like this. Like the ones on the wall were facing this way, and everything in the middle was like facing this way. So the foot of my bed was this way, and all the bunk beds in the middle foot was this way. So you had me right here. You had Trader. You had one of my bestest friends, and I still talk to her. She's the only person I communicate with outside. Lucky. You had AJ. No, we're gonna call her A. The sisters, the 2 sisters. So we're gonna call her A, and then we have H. H was a stud. She was a stud. She was light skinned. She had, like, you know how people had a man bun, right? In the rest shape, where hers was looking like that. But it was the she had that kind of hairstyle, but with the twiggy twigs, okay? And then and she was skinny. So she's skinny, and she had the man bun situation thing going on. We're gonna call her H. A, she was cool, which her real name started with an A. So A, she was a much heavier set, darker complexion. She wore glasses. She was just real super cool. And I followed him on Facebook, and actually I just seen what's the face the other day. I seen H the other day. A, so you have A, H way down there. Who was my bunkie? I don't think I had a bunkie on this side. So you had A, H, Trader, which is when I wake up, be right there. So Trader, and then Lucky. So Lucky, and the bunk beds are all like kind of, they're metal and they're see-through, so you can, like, you know, talk to somebody across from you. So anyway, so when I moved on this side, when I got moved, onto the working side, and we all became cool. Life was great, you know. Life was great. All my buddies and stuff was right there. We all became cool friends. We used to talk, play cards. What else would we do? Just talk, play cards, eat, and do stuff like that. So basically, I mean, I want to say, yeah, that was our life. But the trouble started when I started working. Okay, so I had the officer who would go with us and make us like clean and do stuff. She was this Haitian hoe. Her name, I'm gonna say her real name. Her name was Miss Doggett. And when I tell you, this polka dot fat face bitch, I cannot stand her. She could not stand. Actually, I didn't even have a problem with her. She had a problem with me. I don't know why. I don't know why she had a problem with me. She had a problem with me. It was because I was young and I was cute. That's what I heard, that she don't like young girls. So she used to always pick on me, man. Pick on me, make me do extra work. She used to say slick things to me. She used to really have it out for me, y'all. Like, everybody could see that. So on this work crew, it was like, I want to say 5 of us, right? In the beginning, because in the end, okay. I'm all over the place, y'all. Can you follow? Can you follow? Okay, so on this work crew where I would clean the whole jail, and it was like this old, we gonna call her Bones. She really don't have a place in this story, but it was this old ass lady. Like, she was like 65, and then it was this other stuff. We gonna call her Death. I really don't like Death. Death, when I tell you, this bitch look like a man. Death looked like a man. She looked like a straight up man. Them one of them hoes, you gotta check her pee when she come in, because you not sure. You not sure at all. She looked like a man. Her eyes were synced in, kind of like a skull, and she had them lips, and her hair was completely cut off, and her hairline in the back of her head went like all the way down to her shoulders. It was weird. How do I know? Because there's so many times I was looking at the back of her head with my broom, and I just wanted to, just one swing, you know. I got through it because back then I had a temper, so I had to learn. But looking at the back of that head, boy, if I could just get one good swing in, you know. Because she's one of those old ass women who just, she ain't never gonna learn. She think everything high school. Like, she's the kind of fake person that will make you want to fight them. She's that kind of fraudulent, and she will do anything to get under your skin. And she will talk shit. Mind you, I want y'all to know, mind you, I'm the nicest person. I'm like the nicest person ever, kinda. Depends on how you approach me, but like, I was the youngest female in the whole entire female like pod. Everyone's like either 23, 25. Mind you, when I went in, I was like 18 or 19. I think I was like, what, 18? Yeah, I was 18. So out of the whole entire jail, it really was filled with a bunch of older ass women, like people in their late 25, late people in the mid 20s and up. It was a lot of old bitches in there. Wasn't really a lot of young girls. So I was the youngest out of the whole, like the whole thing. I was the youngest. With no other 18-year-olds in there. So I was the baby. I was the baby. So the fact that she could go to this lady who's giving me a hard time and say stuff to her so she could nitpick at me and just talk about me, I actually did confront her, and it was crazy. That's a whole nother story time. That's a whole nother story time. But the fact that she could do this to me, and she's like 30, she's like, only reason why I did not do it, y'all, is because she was literally like the age of my mother. Literally like the age of my mom. Like 34, like, yeah, like 35. Like, she's like the age of my mom. That's the only reason why I did not just defile her. But anyway, so you had her, you had this other black chick who, I mean, she was old too. And then you had me. So every day we have to wake up at like, what? We wake up at 5 o'clock to eat, and then around 7 o'clock we'd have to go out and start work, and we get back at 12 o'clock and then go back out and then come back in again. When I tell you I should have stayed on the non-working side, time went by so quick when I get to sleep all day, wake up and watch TV, catch up on the latest gossip. Life went by so quickly, but when I was on my working side, everything just slowed down because I was waking up so early. The earlier I woke up, I want to say the slower everything went. So anyway, so she would just be making my life hell. She would be, whether it was my hair, my shoes, how my bed looked, like she would just make my life hell. So I would come back on lunch, because all the working crews come back around lunchtime, and we'd all eat, and I would just be complaining about her bitch ass. You know, this Haitian woman just really did not like me and just used her position of power just because she could. You know, talking about, oh, well, I get to go home every night. You know what I should have told her? Well, guess what though? When I leave, I'm not coming back, okay? When I leave, I won't ever have to come back here. Unfortunately, this is the career you chose. You're locked up more days. You've been working more. You've been inside this jail working more days than I will ever be here. You know, at the end of the day, when I'm home, when I'm gone, I'm gone. You'll be here dealing with the next hard head. That's what I should have told her. But she was trying so hard to make me quit, and towards the end, y'all will see. So we're gonna fast for a couple months down the line of working, blah, 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 blah. And, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, there's 2 work crews. You have Doggett, which cleans in jail, and then you have the other lady which cleans the sheriff's office. And that was like the luxurious job, because they get to get coffee and all that kind of stuff. We just got to work our ass off and screw up toilets and stuff like that. So, yeah, so something happened with that crew. And somebody was smuggling drugs in, blah, 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 blah. It was some crackhead. She was stupid. She was about to leave in like 2 weeks, but she couldn't wait. So anyway, that's another story time. But yes, bitch, I got stories for days. I got stories for days. My sister told me to do this. She pushed me to do this. So anyway, so her team, they took that team away. So whoever was left was put on our team. The trouble really didn't start till after she got put on the team, but before that happened, so months go by, right? You know, everything's getting kind of harder for me, tougher for me, because this woman was really trying me. She was trying to make me quit. She was doing everything to help. Girl, I got a story time on how she made me scrub the bottom of the wall while everybody watched. This Haitian polka dot faced asshole really didn't like me. She really didn't like me, and how I was just like, people, I know what you're thinking, it must be you, like it must just be you. You must be getting smart at the mouth. Like for me, honestly, I'm gonna try to kill you with kindness, give you nice words and stuff like that, but the nicer I was to her, the meaner she was to me. So yeah, so again, we was having a good time, you know. I never told y'all about the story of the sisters. So how I know them. Let's go back before I went in. Let's go back like 4 months. Okay, so basically when it came to this situation, they just kept having me show up to court, back after back after back, show up just to check in and leave. They just kept doing this till I missed a court date. And I didn't know once you can't miss a court date. I didn't know that. I was an adolescent, so apparently if you miss a court date, they go ahead and put a warrant out for your arrest. I didn't know this. So yeah, so I want to say the month before I went in, I seen these 2 girls getting sentenced, right? And they had pleaded guilty, right? So the judge is reading them the charges, right? This is when shit started getting real for me. Like, Like, okay. So the judges is reading them the charges, right? And they found it, they pleaded guilty, and all of a sudden the guard started coming over and he put the cuffs on them. And I remember this. One of the girls looked back at like they family, or they no, it was H who looked back at her girlfriend, and A looked back at just looked back at the family, and they started to cry, and they took them in the back. They took them in the back, and I was like, damn, that could be me. Well, not today. I'm going home. So yeah, I literally missed the court date. A month later, boom, was thrown into jail. When I got moved to the working side, one of my bunkies was the sisters. So that's how I met them. Okay, boom, sisters. And again, we're still cool to this day. I just seen one when I went to that birthday party. Actually, she was there with her girlfriend, just chilling. And I went up to her and spoke. I didn't think she remembered me, because a lot of people don't remember me. Because you look very different when you take this wig off. No makeup, cornrows, jumpsuit. You look very different. People called me, said I look like what's her face from Set It Off? Cleo, which is my mom's street name, which is, anyway, actually it's Cleo and Goldmouth. So nevertheless, that so again, you know, life is great. I'm just coming back and, you know, telling them about how she's giving me a hard time. You know, they would give me advice and try to coach me up and just say, don't let it get to you, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, Trader was a stud. Trader, she was this fat chick, brown skin, and she had little twiggy twigs, but they was like kind of all over her head, right? And I really didn't understand, because she just had a really nice personality. Why was she all in and out of jail her whole life? And not even jail, she did prison time and then came back to jail. I just didn't understand, how come such a cool person, you know, how can you be going through all this? You're such a cool person. Like, but anyway, you're gonna find out. So yeah, so she was trying to get with what's her face, trying to get with A was like, bye. She like, really, she was for the most part straight, but like oh yeah, but you know, some people get in there and they just be gay for the state, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing to do here, let's whatever. So I don't know if she was gay for the state or she really was bi, but H, she was the funny one. We'd be cracking jokes all the time and stuff like that. But so even though she was trying her hardest to get with A, and I don't know what they had going on. They had something, but I mean, whatever. They had something going on, and you know, for some reason H really never really F with Trader like that. She never really liked her. Like, they hang around each other, but you know, after all was said and done, like, she really, when we be to talking, like, she really just didn't F with her. Like, didn't trust her or something like that. So I didn't know. So about 2 more months go by. Mind you, it's cold as hell. It's cold as hell outside. So, and this time, it's like winter time. So it's time for A and H to leave. So, you know, as always, what you do when you leave, you throw kind of like a jail party. Like, y'all order y'all canteen, y'all make y'all little burritos or whatever, and it's basically, I'll go into jail food later. That's another story time. But you know, we made the little cake or whatever, made the burritos, and we played cards for the last time, and we talked and kikied, and everything was good, you know. And then the night came, they called their name, and you give away your stuff. You go ahead and sign off. Okay, who needs this? Who needs this? I'm gonna get this to you. And that's what happened. So the night came, they got their name called, and they left. So I want to say a couple weeks later, that's when they had the bust on the other team. The girl was trying to smuggle. It was all over the news. How they left the M&Ms instead of the Coke or whatever. So the other team got busted. So whoever was left, they tried to put them either on the sewing crew or put them on the working team. So, and that's what happened. So what's the face, Trader and Lucky, which is one of my besties, me and Lucky would eat lunch together every day, talk about this and that. We took not anger management, but we tried to take the GD class together. Me and Lucky were like, we were real cool. So they got moved on our team. So I thought like, okay, oh snap, like this is gonna be exciting. Everybody, you know, cause nobody really F'd me on this team. But now that I got my buds here, like, yeah, you know, this is finna be lit, okay? This is finna be lit. So, boy, was I wrong. So it wasn't until after her girlfriend or whatever, A, left, that Trader started acting funny. I want to say a week after she started working on the crew, she started talking with motherfucking Death. And if any of y'all know how much I can't stand Death, I can't. I mean, if you know me, like, these are the people I would come to complain about how hard it is for me, or you know, how hard she's working me, or she's picking on me, or she's doing this. I come to them for my troubles, and all of a sudden you start getting buddy with her. You start laughing and kicking with her. So I'm like, oh, okay. So normally what I do is when I see some funny stuff, so I just fall back. I fall back, I don't say nothing. So that literally happened. So I just stopped talking to her. I stopped, like, you know I'm mad at you when I don't even like make eye contact with you. That's how you know I'm mad at you, if I don't even make eye contact. Like, I'm not feeling you. Like, I'm really not feeling you if I don't make eye contact with you. So that's what I was doing. Like, I was just falling back. I really wasn't talking to her, and she peeped it. So instead of being a woman and coming to me and saying, you know, I know this and this and that, like, I know, you know, you feel some type of way about what's the face, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I'm still cool with you. I'm cool with everybody, you know. She didn't come to me on none of that. She just, it was almost like something that wasn't said. Like, oh, okay, so I see what you're doing. Okay, well, have fun. Go be with them. And that's when they formed, they click, right? And I'm gonna tell you why they formed their clique. So they formed their little clique because they was all gonna be released on the same night, right? So they had that in common. But little did Trader know that Death was only using her to get back at me. You know, like taking your friend, or you know, something like along the line of that. She was only being buddy with her to get under my skin, which it didn't get under my skin. It was just like, wow, you really get to see, like, when you're in there, there is no social media, there is no days and weeks going back to your house. No, the drama, all that unfolds right in front of your face. When somebody switch on you, it's literally like right in front of your face. It was so unreal how quickly and the manner how she just switched. So again, these are some life lessons I definitely learned. So she switched, and it was just so crazy, you know. So now at that moment when she did that, I understood why her life is like that, because she's literally like a pack hoe. Like, she just go with whatever pack. Like, it's like, okay, I'm with this pack now. They left, so it's just only a couple of us now. So she'll go to the other pack, be like, so she'll go over here and be like, F y'all, I'm with these people now. When that happens, and when they disperse, she'll be like, F y'all, I'm with these people now. So she doesn't have, I want to say she doesn't have her own identity. She doesn't have a backbone to stand her own. That's one thing about me, and I can say one thing. A lot of people, a lot of weaker people envy me for. I can stand my own ground, and I don't need no army. I don't need no army to do me, and I'm happy and I'm content by myself. some people just can't do that. Some people just cannot be by themselves. They can't stand their ground by themselves. They need people. They need other people. They need an audience. I don't need any of that. So anyway, so you know, they started doing their little thing and whatever. So it was just crazy though. And so now it just became something that was just like, get me the out of here, you know. I just can't do this. I'm on a team where it's like, only person who's really for me on this team is Lucky. Lucky would like do things to like try to calm me down. Lucky would like try to make sure like, hey, don't listen to them. Hey, look at me. I want you to stay focused. She's just trying to make you quit. You know, it's gonna be okay. Like Lucky would really try to coach me and stuff like that. And it was just like the rest of them against me. Not against me, but like nobody was for me. No one, you get what I'm trying to say. So they would just kiki and all that other stuff. So this is when okay, so whatever. So a couple months go by. I get a new bunkie on this side. So he named Aspen. Aspen was a really cool friend. Like she was one of the coolest, dopest black girls I've ever met. Aspen, if you ever see this video, please reach out to me. I'm sorry, I did write you, they sent it back, and then after that, like I didn't want to be associated with it. I felt like I was gonna jinx myself if I went back up there. Like yeah, we all say what we gonna do, right? And then once you out and you free, you like, hell no, I ain't going back there. I'm not stepping foot back there. And that's all it was. But if you ever see this girl, I miss you. I've been asking about you for the longest. I can't find you. So yeah, like that's one friendship that I really regret, because she was so cool. But anyway, so you know, so now I have Lucky and Aspen to talk to and stuff like that. And we just, it was kind of like a sisterhood bonding thing. Love hate with everybody else. It was weird. Like a bunch of, you know how it is when you get a bunch of women in a room. It's a bunch of catty, it's like cats. They could be fighting one minute, playing the other minute. Like it's weird. It literally was like high school with a bunch of old bitches, basically. Aspen she was around my age. She was like 24, 25. So, oh, well, actually no, she was older than me. And so is Lucky. Lucky's like, but I swear, Lucky personality, you would think like she's like 18. But anyway, so a couple months go by and it's time for them to go. So, oh my God, when I tell you the last couple weeks they were showing their ass, they were showing their ass, they were showing their ass, they were showing their ass. Oh, when I get out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I hate it for the rest of y'all. This was a time when I was still a Christian, right? And I had to learn how to pray for an enemy. I had to learn how to pray for that Haitian bitch that she just, and mean it too. I was so frustrated and so just over it. Like I really did pray for them. I prayed for Death. Death was just a type of girl that you really just, you might just risk it all. And same for the Haitian hoe. Like I really looked at her one time and I really almost like, you know how you like you be about to do it? Them two people was, I really was thinking about just doing it. Those type of people really made me want to risk everything I had going for myself, because being on the work crew is a privilege in there. So you know, it made me really think about sitting there for extra months just to get that one lick in. That's how like disgusting these people acted, and you just wanted to just pop them, you know what I'm saying? So child, they was being so messy. They was showing their ass. They was just they was doing the most they last week, talking about this. I'm not gonna miss you. When I leave, F you. Like they was doing the most, like one of them, like a group of freaking hyenas. You know, that's how they were. And so they came up with this jingle called, so they took 2 Chainz song, You Get Mad, I'm Getting Rich. And they turned it into, You Getting Mad, I'm Getting Released. Yes, child. And they would sing that faithfully. Every day I would hear it. And it was shade towards, mostly towards me. I don't know why people be hating me. I don't do nothing. I don't be doing nothing. Why people just hate me? Like, why? I mean, I know I'm light and I'm vibrant and all that other stuff, but like, you can be that too. Why you gotta hate me? So anyway, it'll work. Their last day come. Now, when I say, but anyway, I just want to add this in here. Like, when I say that I prayed for them, I prayed for that, the officer, and what ended up happening was she had to have knee surgery, and they replaced her with another woman who was very nice until my last day for some odd reason. So it comes to the day they're supposed to leave. When I tell you, they got together and had their little party, and they was just throwing it up, and it was mostly like all the hyenas was getting ready to leave. Like, it was like that kind of situation, because they weren't the only ones that was going home. It was some other people that was going home, and they was all like the just the ratchets. They just, we was ready for them to go home, and I'm gonna just tell you, when they did go home, it was so quiet. It was so quiet. But anyway, so, and it was so boring. So quiet and so boring. So they was just doing it up. Like, they had their little party. They was just talking shit the whole night. What they ain't gonna miss. What they gonna do when they get home. Oh, I'm not finna be eating this jail food no more. I'm finna be, in a couple hours, I'm finna be at Popeyes. In a couple hours, I'm finna be doing this. I'm finna be doing that. If all y'all, like, it's been nice, you know. Just, and of course, they sang in their song. You getting mad, I'm getting rich. Okay, so. All right, so nightfall comes, right? The moment of anticipation. So not even by nightfall, they start giving away their stuff. So they know they're finna leave, right? So they start giving away, because that's just what you do. They start giving away their stuff to people that they like or whatever. Yeah, nightfall comes, and it's 12 o'clock, and everybody's sitting in silence, you know? I mean, not sitting in silence, but you know, they just doing, and again, it just never stopped. They just been doing it up the whole week, until the very last moment. So they got their shit packed up, right? Everybody got their shit packed up. Who's leaving? And they sitting at the edge of their bed like, waiting on my name, boo. Bye. Like, that's the kind of vibe that they had, you know. So so the moment of truth, 12 o'clock hit, and here comes one of the officers. Now this officer, she was one of those not fat ladies, like, but really big, tall women. And you can tell that she was very ugly without makeup on, but with makeup she looked it like decent. She'd have her lashes done. But the problem is with her is when she wear her hair up, it looked like when she wear her hair up, it looked like she took like a bunch of paint and just drew her whole hairline in, or it just looked like she sprouted plastic out her head. That's what she looked like, with lashes, with a big body. Okay, so anyway, she came in or whatever, and she started calling everybody. It was like graduation almost. And all right, Cassie, roll up, you going home. Woo! Everybody start clapping. Woo! Go Cassie. Death, roll up, you're going home. You know me, I was so happy. I was so happy. Yeah, so when they roll up their stuff, they go sit in the front, and then they get escorted out the jail. So, all right, so black girl, the other black chick, roll up your stuff. Everybody clapping. Woo! Old Crusty Hoe, roll up your stuff. Woo! Okay, Crusty Hoe gone. Big light foot gone. Let's see. Then all of a sudden, she was like, all right, and that's it.
Then none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
So everybody's looking around like, so Trader, So Trader goes up there. She's like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be going home tonight. So, you know, you need to check and see like if the what's the face is, you know, is my name on the list because I'm supposed to be going home. And she looked at her and she said it out loud. She was being petty. She was like,
your name is not on the list.
when I tell you, it got dead silent, bitch. It got dead silent. Everybody was just looking like, oh my God. This is the moment when she knew that she was getting played by all the other ones who going home, the people on my crew who's going home right now. This is how she knows she was getting played. This is what they started doing. They said,
child, I know my release date. I know when I'm supposed to be going home. I know I gotta transfer.
People were just saying all kind of stuff like, who the mailman? You know I gotta look. So, you know, they was like, oh, you know, and then they just started being real catty about it. So the same girls you was rocking with and you was doing all that with and all that other stuff basically started making fun of your ass in the last minute. How about them apples? So she started, her voice started to get like she started like the kind of, my name is supposed to be on the list. I'm supposed to be going home. And something, and she came back and
said, oh, you have a transfer to another jail because you did something else in another county and you're gonna be serving time there too.
Bitch. We was shook. Shook wasn't even a word back then, but when I tell you we was shook, the whole jail was shook. Me and Lucky and all them was looking at each other like, oh my God. It just got dead silent, right? Dead silent as she walked back to her bed with her bag. She done gave away all her stuff and everybody just watching her, right? Mind you, I was kind of satisfied, but I was a little sad because I wanted this bitch to go home. I'm tired of looking at her. I'm tired of waking up and, you know, seeing her. So I went to my, you know, I prayed. I did a quick prayer. I said, God, please let her go home. I don't want to look at her no more. I don't want to look at her. So anyway, so yeah, child, and as so she get in bed, right? I know she, ooh, child. Do you know what that must have felt like to just do the walk of shame in front of everybody after you just showed your ass? The embarrassment. Oh my gosh. So she just walked back to her bed, took her little sheet out, her little thing, put it over, and she put it over her, and she just laid there, of course with her back turned to me. And that's when people start being messy again.
You know, I know when I'm going home, baby. I know my release date. I know this, I know.
At this point, she was gonna be there until the other jail came and picked her up, and I knew that was gonna take about a month or so. I would be going home before she would be getting picked up, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought how crazy that was, right? I looked at Aspen and I looked at Lucky, and I said, you getting mad, I'm getting released. You getting mad, I'm getting released. Best karma. And so Aspen, okay. Aspen was like, don't say that. You know, girl, don't rub it in, don't say that. And then Lucky was like, nah, bruh. They was doing all that, whatever. And Lucky started saying it, we started saying it back to each other. You getting mad? What ended up happening was, since they took her off the work crew and put her back on the other side. I don't know if she requested that or whatever because she was too embarrassed. And at this point, she did not have anybody. So I'm pretty sure she was probably, she can't stand on her own, so she had to go back on the other side where there's a bunch of new catty girls where she'll fit in with a clique. So, but yeah, one of the best karmas I've ever had happen. Yes, and this is all 100% fact, 100% true story. So, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Child, it's ridiculous. You see what a tea at, boo. You see what a tea at. The tea is gone. So I got stories for days, but that's gonna be the end of this one. So with that being said, just comment below if you can relate. Comment below if something like this ever happened to you. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if this was very entertaining for you. Child, it's a big mess. Honestly, it was a big mess, but yeah, that's my life. And you know, like I said, I've had a colorful life, and it's only just really begun. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Pass that Dutch.